What's that? Firefly, let's go and check it out.
From the traces nearby, it was Death's doing. But did they really die?
No, your conjecture is right. It's just that these birds weren't welcome in another dreamscape.
You've seen them before?
Yes, but that's what makes this so intriguing. The outcome of the battle was the complete opposite of what I expected. That reminds me, there's something important I still haven't asked you yet. Would you like to die together with me?
Today? Not really.
I just love catching you off guard like that. It's adorable. Then, take a few steps back. I have a few conjectures. There might be some risk. If anything happens, don't worry about me.
What are you...
Just as I thought.
So, what happened?
These ravens are the incarnation of the Dream Master Gopher Wood, that omnipotent being in the sweet dream. In front of him, even death has no strength to resist. The power I just released should have been enough for him to notice and deliver a fatal blow. Yet here we are, completely unharmed.
You know, you're quite similar to Blade sometimes. I mean, when you're staring death in the face.
It's not relief I feel. I'm savoring a once-in-a-lifetime thrill.
If only it was just once for me too. But was it really him? If I remember correctly, the Dream Master's body was burned to ashes in a riot long ago. And he can now only sustain his life within the sweet dream.
Not only that, over the long passage of time, he has merged himself with every inch of Penacony's land. The title Dream Master doesn't mean he merely controls the dreamscape. Rather, it means he has already turned the dreamscape itself into his second body. In extreme cases, he could probably burn all of Penacony to the ground, though hopefully he wouldn't have the heart to do it.
We better act fast.
Easy now. We're safe for the time being. Maybe it's not that he doesn't want to act against us, but rather that he can't. At least, not yet. Lately, Gopher Wood has been claiming to be ill, never appearing in the 12 hours. Yet just recently, he buried his darkest crime deep within the dreamscape.
So, you're saying that burying this crime took a heavy toll on him, leaving a flaw in his supposed omniscience and omnipotence? That does sound plausible. Could it have something to do with the Watchmaker's legacy?
I don't think so. After all, that secret was branded as the darkest. And perhaps the legacy is not one alone. Only by seeing it for ourselves can we know. A mistake anyone could make. Setting up layer upon layer of security around a secret only ends up exposing its flaws. Why don't we give it a shot and build up some experience dealing with memes?
There won't be any new experiences. I'll activate Firefly Type 4 and end this quickly.
What a pity. I would have much preferred to see you in a pinch, so you'd have to rely on me all the more.
Together we can do anything. Flowers bloom for tomorrow.
Detonate!
Until everything burns to ashes! As you wish. Fight to live! Root here.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Embrace a new life.
When it comes to this, you're the expert. Yet I'd always imagined that calling upon that power would make you profoundly melancholic.
Is this it? An entrance?
It only looks like an entrance. That crack doesn't lead anywhere. It's a lock of memories. And the key is a light cone carrying specific memories. Clearly, Gopher Wood had help from a memo keeper. And since that light cone isn't in our hands, I fear we'll be returning empty-handed.
Is there really no other way?
We could try our luck. Perhaps the memo keeper helping Gopher Wood shares the same habits as me. I'll take a look, but don't get your hopes up. Pretty careless indeed. Just like an old friend of mine. Looks like we're in luck. We found one of their contingencies. Do you have memories like that? A moment in time you never want to forget. One that you find yourself reliving over and over again.
Of course. More than just one.
What a shame. Don't take it to heart. I'm just imitating those annoying memo keepers. In their view, the more memories recalled, the more likely it is to become distorted beyond recognition. Each time you recall a memory, you risk distorting its true face. That's how they justify the necessity of light cones. How tragic. They never understood the truth. The more eternal a thing, the more it stirs the desire to destroy it. But they weren't wrong about the present situation. Even if Gopher Wood were to come in person, he'd need to bring a specific light cone. His own memories can no longer be trusted. That's exactly why we have a contingency plan right in front of us.
But I haven't seen anything since just now.
Oh, sorry. Inside here, there must be some kind of gentle trigger that would help him recover his memories before they are subjected to distortion.
But for us, that's probably meaningless. Whatever triggers his memories would just seem bizarre and random to us. Still, let's go take a look inside. We might pick up some clues at least.
That's right. Go ahead. Every action brings joy. And a price to pay.
Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow. And once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide in glory forever?
can this be? AR 214. Is that really you?
You don't have to force yourself. I can take care of it.
No, it's okay.
Was it her that you saw when infiltrating Penacony?
Yes, I saw her fighting off the swarm. But it was just Memoria, and it vanished quickly. Silverwolf mentioned that Penacony had also faced a swarm invasion before. I kept telling myself that she was just passing by and lending a helping hand. And after everything was over, she had already left, safe and sound.
So this time, do you still want to know the answer?
Would it be any different? I really want you to tell me that this is not real. It's just Memoria. But thinking about it calmly, nothing can change it. A memory is ultimately something that's already happened.
You're more composed than I expected.
I wish I wasn't like this. She and I, we could be called friends. I wish I could just break down and cry for her, like any normal person would, to mourn her loss. But what surfaced in my mind was that one sentence. This is our predestined fate, and one day, I too shall meet the same end.
One day.
Not today. Though it's already too late, there are still other things I can do for her.
Maybe you should calm down first. Unfortunately, this isn't Memoria, but a real Glamoth Knight. Clearly, Penacony was her final destination.
I'm surprised she made it to Penacony at all.
Oh, the Glamoth regulations. She broke those prohibitions?
Worse than that. She was the first and only deserter of the Glamoth Iron Cavalry. The Empire hadn't fallen yet, but she didn't want to accept a fate of dying in battle. So she left on her own. She said she wanted to choose how she would die. We had a brief farewell, but I didn't stop her. I couldn't. Leaving the Glamoth Empire itself would quickly drain her life away. If we can't change the outcome, why should I stop her from making her own choice?
Quickly drain her life away. Oh, entropy loss syndrome.
Yes, just like me. Leaving the cockpit without permission is strictly prohibited. Surviving knights must actively return to formation. These aren't just military regulations, they're the terms of our survival. When not piloting the Firefly Type 4, I must stay in the cryosleep pod. Otherwise, my entropy loss syndrome will only get worse.
So, have you figured out the reason yet?
When he and Kafka found me, I had just finished my duties as a Glamoth Knight. My final battle as a Glamoth Knight. The Empire fell, and all restrictions vanished. For the first time, green flames ignited upon my body. And for the first time, I touched the true path power that the Glamoth Knights wield. That's when I realized entropy loss syndrome is a death called living.
The propagation? That's the true source of the Glamoth Iron Cavalry's power?
Yes. I've seen it happen. When the Swarm King dies, the swarm completely loses its vitality and falls into silence. Just like Glamoth's Iron Cavalry, they weren't given a sense of self. The moment they stray from the hive, they're already dead. The same goes for entropy loss syndrome. Could you help me take her away? I don't want to leave her here alone. After all this is over, I want to give her a proper burial, just like any normal person.
I'm happy to help. She wanted to escape her fate, but in the end, she died fighting against the swarm in Penacony. The detestable thing about destiny is that it brooks no defiance. Do you know her name?
When we parted, she had no name, just like me. But I hope, by the time she leaves this world, she will have found both a name and a purpose for her life.
Why did Gopher Wood leave her here? No matter how much I think about it, everything he's scheming couldn't possibly be connected to the propagation. How deeply is your past intertwined with this place?
It's not clear yet. But obviously she had multiple fatal wounds on her body. She didn't die from entropy loss. Before we left, Kafka told me, in her view, dreams are inherently a convergence of the past. It's the same for everyone, no matter how much you want to avoid it. No matter what you're seeking, you can't avoid it. Perhaps she was right. However, the Dream Master's weakness has also given us an opportunity.
Good. Now then... Oh? Good news. It seems like we've got a few intruders in this dreamscape. Looks like Silver Wolf can still pick up signals from here after all.
That was fast.
Must be that Memo Keeper's guidance. Either she's lost her sense of restraint or got something nasty up her sleeve.
Let's go check it out.
You aren't hiding anything, are you?
Great. He's okay too.
Hold on. There's a troublesome stranger here.
She looks familiar. She's...
Oh? You don't know? Setting allegiances aside, she's much more dangerous than the Dream Master. When facing an emanator who walks in the nihility, we must always tread carefully, no matter when or where.
an emanator of the nihility. Was she ever mentioned in the script?
No. If it weren't for my father's death, I wouldn't have known about this either.
Your arrival is timely. This dreamscape is fraught with danger. Since our destination is the same, how about we join forces? I can protect you from harm, but in the memory zone, I'll need assistance from the Memo Keeper as well. And if we run into the family, it wouldn't hurt to have one more person to explain the situation.
Absolutely not. We need to keep her away from him.
Shh, be careful. What's wrong? Right now, their journeying together is actually saving us a lot of trouble. I can sense it. Death has cast its shadow once again. It's close, and unless things change, they'll cross its path before long. That Mr. Stellaron is clearly unfamiliar with Memoria, and that arrogant swan, always mindful of appearances, is unwilling to show all her cards. Only with Acheron present can they cross beyond death.
Then all the more reason I should find them right now and tell them the truth. There's no need for another conflict with death.
But Black Swan is still here, with unknown intentions. If she chooses to twist the truth, you won't be able to convince the others. Here, a memo keeper's word carries more weight. No need to rush things. There's still time to reveal the truth later.
Absolutely not. Have you forgotten? As a Stellaron hunter, I have a 0-point mission. One that must be completed at any cost. If there's even the slightest chance that Acheron might draw her blade, I cannot let him be there.
Oh, I thought you wouldn't care. Haven't you had enough of sacrificing yourself for duty?
My dream was destined to shatter from the start. But for them, it's still not time to wake up. Can I ask you for one more thing? There might be a way to have the best of both worlds, but I need to find death before them.
That's not hard. It's still lingering in this domain, but... a win-win solution?
I don't know for sure, but it's worth a shot. Maybe it's not always hostile. And even if it is, once I activate Firefly Type 4, I can quickly subdue it. But if we're dealing with the worst-case scenario, Elio once said that I would face death 3 times in Penacony, and for this first death, I want to decide how it comes.
I just hope that reunion a moment ago didn't rattle you. Go on ahead. I've burned a hole through the Memoria that'll take you straight to the meme. Better hurry, though. It might not stick around in one place for long.
Got it. Thank you. There's no sign of anything. Could it have already left? Nothing strange here either. Wait, it's right here. I need to end this quickly.
Watch out! A dangerous presence lurks nearby.
Already? There's no time. Then I'll... It's fine, it's fine. At least I get to choose how to die. That alone is great. Besides, this is just a dream. So it won't hurt that much. This is just my first death. I still have plenty of time to fulfill the promise we made together.
You should be able to recall at least some of what comes next. She hoped to reveal the truth of the dreamscape to you through her own death. At the moment she was impaled, even the emanator of the nihility would falter, blade wavering in hesitation. That was her way of securing the best of both worlds. Unfortunately, fate still played a cruel trick on her. The Memoria transformed so quickly that she didn't even have a chance to explain. After that, she arrived at Dreamflux Reef, land of the exiles, the true Penacony. The family went to great lengths to conceal its existence, using death as their justification. However, at that time she still couldn't venture deeper with peace of mind. Unable to reveal the truth, the situation that had worried her before continued to persist. She was burning with anxiety to return and get you away from the battlefield. Fortunately, a kind and caring lady was still watching over her. I reached out to help once again. Her worst fears didn't materialize. Death retreated on its own, allowing you all to escape unscathed. After that, guided by Black Swan, you tried to uncover the truth behind Firefly's death. However, as you must have noticed, be it losing contact with her companions, or the embarrassment of being unable to activate her mech, those Memoria illusions were clearly left behind when she infiltrated Penacony from the memory zone. But that hardly matters. Because of Black Swan's blunder, Firefly gained the precious time she needed. When she appeared before you again, she was already using a different identity. That encounter stirred the whirlpool of destiny, causing many paths to converge. And after you left...
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand? I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time?
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but... why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. Now it's my turn to ask. Who exactly are you?
Why ask when you already know the answer? I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. Therefore, I can sense it. You know who I am. You know this blade, and the meaning that lies behind it. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. You shouldn't know so much, lost self-annihilator.
Like I said, my memory isn't great, so you needn't worry. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for him?
No need for that. No harm in telling you. On Penacony, Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. The Astral Express is not your enemy. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about the dreamscape.
Already on it. Before we part ways, let me give you a piece of advice. No matter which path you and I walk, death is the inevitable finale. Even if we say farewell in the mortal realm, we shall have one final reunion when Terminus ascends to godhood once more. And the same holds true on Penacony.
I've already been to the Dreamflux Reef. It's not a secret that's hard to uncover.
Well, I'm afraid you have yet to realize just how awake you truly are. It is precisely because life dares to slumber that they can awaken.
Ascends to godhood once more. Even if she's an emanator, she shouldn't.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams, Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Thanks. I hope. Huh? A phone call? At a time like this?
You can turn him down. You know what I mean.
But Elio said I'm the perfect candidate.
Candidate? So Elio finally came to a conclusion.
Yes, he said he saw the fourth fate clearly, and there won't be any more surprises. He also chose me as the last survivor. Just like him.
Which path is it?
The Nihility. After it engulfs everything, I must be the last survivor. Giving my all to turn the tide.
How ruthless.
However, it's a bit different from the other three. Before that, I have other matters that need my attention. If possible, I must prevent him from being tainted by the power of Nihility. Even the slightest trace of it. After all, everything he carries is not only heavier, but also more precious.
If possible is a bit vague.
I suppose, if it comes to that, even if I have to die for it, I cannot run away.
In the future that Elio foresaw, we never had an ending. But I still have a chance to wrestle back from fate the right to have a beginning.
Your guest room in reality is surprisingly modest. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch, this music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done.
Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
They sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have those on the path of destruction feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out. What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way... it's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Are you? Who are you?
It's... No. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dolly is not welcome on the Banquet Star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you, I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you. And then, you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable memories.
Cut the mystical act. I'm absolutely certain you're not thousands of miles away. In that primordial memory zone, my acuity was blocked at every turn. I thought it was because of the family, but it turns out there was a colleague present. What brings you here?
My, how aggressive. Are you backed into a corner? Or have you figured something out? What could bring Constance of the Everflame Mansion here?
That's your fatal flaw, mysterious cremator. The Annihilation Gang has always operated in plain sight, with no secrets among its members. And Duke Inferno has never had an offspring named Constance.
Oh? Are you so sure? What if I'm just too capricious and can't help but betray anyone?
That's impossible. The Antimatter Legion has been after her this whole time.
Aren't you the same? The Garden of Recollection launched 14 pursuits trying to erase me. And in that final one, I died right in front of you, didn't I?
It really is you.
To interrupt another's reunion. Such a graceless act. But by all means. After this, we'll have ourselves a nice long talk about your ingratitude, my dear cellmate. That's a peculiar look on your face. Before this, I was always anxious about this moment, always afraid you might find me frightening. Of course, everything about Penacony is more important than you think. To prevent other terrible outcomes, the Stellaron hunters were forced to use great power. If you're willing, and if you can endure it, I can keep going. Or perhaps... would you prefer to indulge in my double standards? Yeah, we were quite close. Don't get the wrong idea from how I phrased it back then. I've always thought that when two people are locked in a knife fight, with their blades pressed to each other's throats, they become more intimate than any pair of dancers. Now, let's turn our gaze to where the threads of destiny intertwine. Soon after, you finally learn Black Swan's intentions. She made a deal with the IPC to bring you before Aventurine. In order to reclaim Penacony, the IPC had been seeking temporary allies. As a show of initial sincerity, he revealed his discovery to you. The crime scene of Robin's death that was staged by the Fool. From that moment on, Aventurine embarked upon his great gamble. Willing to shatter the cornerstone as precious as life itself, he deceived Sunday with his schemes, earning himself a chance to risk it all. With such a high-stakes gamble, he succeeded in provoking the Emanator's strike. The family's carefully guarded secret was exposed, and you, caught in the eye of the storm, were pulled into the chaos. But that's all about the living. In the same moment, what became of those within the world of the dead? Miss Robin arrived at Dreamflux Reef ahead of you. But what awaited her wasn't the uncertainty of a gamble, but rather a destined life and a destined death.
Brother, I don't understand. For a bird, does flying also need a why?
Since it falls to us to decide whether to release it back to the sky, we must take responsibility for that choice.
That really sounds like Mr. Gopher would. But I've made up my mind. Let it soar free and wild. If I had feathers and wings like it does, I definitely want to fly. Even if just to try it once. Besides, Big Brother will help it, right?
But...
It's truly reassuring to hear such words before parting. Come, Sunday. Your little sister will be walking ahead of you now.
Mr. Gopherwood, how did you...
The gods bestowed upon us heavenly fire, and with it divine tribulations. Let them be, for we are all mortals, born to love and to suffer. Today, more than one little bird will embark on their long journey. How could I miss the moment of your departure? Come here, child. I've prepared a farewell gift for you.
What did she give you? Miss Robin?
Sorry. Where was I?
In Dream's Edge, a masked fool attacked you and left behind a parting gift.
Oh, it's hard to call it a gift. When the fool killed me, they put a mask on my face. But when I woke up in Dreamflux Reef, it was gone, and I couldn't feel any effects from it.
As for that mask of yours, is it really called the Harmony? The Twin of the Order?
She might be hinting at something, but I still can't figure out what she means.
Speaking of which, how's that anomaly of yours doing now?
I'm gradually getting better. There's no denying that Dreamflux Reef also spreads the Harmony, and it hasn't been affected by the family's traitor. As for my loss of voice, I still need to keep investigating. Perhaps I've been wearing a mask all along, without even realizing it.
If you need any help, just say the word.
Thanks for your help. I'm starting to get familiar with this place. But Dreamflux Reef is so isolated. Is there any way to know what's happening outside? I want to check on my brother's situation.
That's easy. Just head to where all the action is. Want me to show you the way?
I'll take a walk around by myself. Thanks, Mr. Micah.